are honored to welcome Shri D and Prahlad, whose contributions have been instrumental to this initiative. Sir is the founder and chairman of Surya Software Systems, leading innovations in financial tech and AI services. A former independent director at Infosys, he played a key role in shaping its risk and strategy. Actively engaged in academia, he advises premier institutions and has received IISc's Distinguished Alumnus Award for his contributions. It is with great pleasure that I call upon Shri D and Prahlad to share a few words on the genesis of Dhātu.
First of all, thanks everyone. I'd like to begin by thanking Professor Ullman for the extraordinary talk last year. And he has more or less conveyed the same thing. Last year he took an integral and conveyed this concept to us. And this year it's y is equal to mx plus c. And I wonder what will it be next year. How much more simple can he get? Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Ramana. I haven't met Murthy and Alan. I've met Ramana and Jeff. I think they're extraordinary scholars. And I really thank you for coming down and helping children learn mathematics, which is, I can't believe I learned compilers and mathematics from the same gentleman. It's something, if I were to tell someone, they'll say, what are you smoking? Right, now, he asked me about, Valish asked me to talk on the genesis of Dhātu. It's a very long story, you will be here all night. But I've always classified myself as a victim of bad mathematics teaching till I entered the Institute of Science. That's a different story. That's Professor Y.V. Venkatesh who taught me what mathematics was all about. So, why is the teaching bad? That is the key question that we have to answer. The teaching is bad because we do not teach the concepts of mathematics. It's a beautiful thing. It's a language which is unbelievable. 5 mangoes, 5 apples, 5 trucks, 5 airplanes, 5 stars, 5 planets are all reduced to one number called 5. Imagine a world when we didn't have the number system. How difficult life would have been. If you had 2 trucks to 5 trucks, it wouldn't work, right? So it's one of those most beautiful languages. In fact, I was telling somebody just now, the most powerful words I've heard in my life are let x be an integer. Now, I didn't have to write an equation for 5, 7, 9, 15, 13, 7, 17, 8, etc. It's just x. So the beauty of this language is never taught to our children. And I wanted to imagine a whole new way of teaching my own children, which I think I successfully did. And I'll tell you one of the examples was, I just kept asking my second son, what is 1 plus 2? 2 plus 1. 7 plus 5. 5 plus 7. And after the 5th one, he said, I know that. Next question you're going to ask me is this. And answer is this. I said, that's called commutative law. So that I thought was a lovely way of teaching a child. So bad teaching methods is the biggest motivator, Valish, if you ask me I'm a victim, most of you are. I don't think anyone who has not had the fortune to attend maths classes in an Institute of Science, I think is a victim. I stopped being a victim then. Then coming back to India, what's our problem? Our problem is that we cannot use conventional methods. It's over. It's a country of 1.5 billion people. Even if you take some minuscule 10% as children go to school, it's a massive number. We don't have enough schools. We don't have enough teachers. Right? I think I did the calculation last year and conveyed it in the conference there. It's something we can't do. So how do we arrive at this possibility of education? It is only through technology. There is no way we can have a tutor for everybody. And everyone needs a tutor in the initial stages. So scale, which is absolutely required. Just to give you an idea of the scale of this country's transactions. I was working on the GST project as one of the principal designers, and we found that what Hindustan Lever, there is one company uploads in 15 days as number of invoices. Australia does in 1 year. That is the scale of this country. It's unimaginably big. And all the solutions that you find somewhere else are not going to work. We have to invent our solutions. And I found the root question method that Professor Rollman, Ramana, and Murthy and Allen have arrived at as one of those that could definitely scale, because this eventually replaces the need for a tutor sitting next to you. It will be what I call the electronic co-tutor. These days everyone talks about co-pilots, and they're about co-tutors, right? I'd be remiss in not thanking the sponsors. I think it is Zerodha, Deloitte, I don't have the list, but whoever has given us the money to do this, extremely grateful to you. Please keep giving us more. We'll do good work. And then the last point, I don't want to take too much of your time. The other motivation was, I've met many people in my life. I've never seen someone who is good at mathematics not being good at something else. Is that your experience? I mean, if anyone wants to contradict that, please do so. I think it'll be 1 in 500 million or something like that. I don't think it's a normal occurrence that somebody is good in maths but hopeless at everything else. Maybe he's bad at cricket, but not in other studies, right? So this, I think, was the major motivation for me, saying if we can gift our children a knowledge of mathematics, is the biggest gift we can give them. And therefore, I approached HSN and Vallish for seeing whether there's something we can do about teaching of mathematics. And if somebody had told me this would be a reality, again I would have asked them, what are you smoking? But today it is a reality. Thanks to all the people who have worked on this project. You've done an immense service to all the all the children of this country. And again, I'd be remiss in not wishing all our Army personnel, the Air Force and the Navy personnel, a safe return home. Thank you so much.